Why are you working Monday through Friday burning yourself out? Let me tell you why a job and a degree often don't lead to financial freedom. I'll also show you how my followers, even without experience, are buying iPhones, going on cruises and quitting jobs they hate, all while making $7,000 from just a few sessions. Hey, this is Simon. Today you'll learn what's holding you back from getting more. We'll talk about common myths, identify the problem, and get straight to the solution. At the end, I'll share real success stories from my students, how they started, what they did, and what they've achieved. I've broken it down nice and simple, like your personal recipe for success. Choose what suits you and start copying. And for the first 15 bold people ready to start, I've got a gift for you. An extra 50% on your first deposit. For example, you put in 200 and your account balance will show 300. Pretty cool, right? Just click the link in the description or the pinned comment and send me a message to claim your bonus. Here we are on the platform. Let me quickly add today's main players. There we go. A couple more stocks. Done. Indicators, RSI, and stochastic oscillator. One more thing, let's tweak the visuals a bit so everything's clear and convenient to work with. Adjusting the thickness and colors. All set. Let's start with our first pair. Check in the chart. The candles hit the resistance level and can't push past it. Consolidation is kicking in. Stochastic has bounced off the lower boundaries, signaling a reversal. Oh, there's also a green candle with the wick below. Perfect setup for rebound upward. Everything looks solid. Let's keep moving. Alright, this one's looking great. The candle's moving like a train with no stops, no corrections, and the indicators are silent, basically saying everything's fine, don't worry. Okay, I'm jumping into this upward trend. Let's see what's next. Let's get to the topic of today's video and start with a common misconception. Accept things as they are and stop fooling yourself. How many times have you heard, study hard, get a stable job, and you'll have a nice life? In reality, it's the opposite. A stable job often means barely scraping by, and a diploma is just a fancy piece of paper that doesn't guarantee anything for your bank account. The world today is flexible, and formal academic achievements are becoming secondary. What matters most now are real skills. So, the first step toward change is deciding what you really want. A prestigious title, being proud of your degree, or actual rewards. I never understood as a kid why adults always said, "You need to get a job." I'd ask, why? All you do is complain and get tired. Their answer was predictable. You need savings to live. But then they'd admit they barely made enough and didn't enjoy their work. That's when I finally got it. A job doesn't equal rewards. So if you're after the latter, shift your mindset and look for proven paths that deliver results instead of the illusion of stability. Let's move on to our stock. Right from the start, there's a strong downward trend. No engulfing candles or support levels to rebound from. Why overcomplicate things? I'm sticking with the trend downward. Spot on. Alright, what do we have here? You can clearly see the sellers dominating. Red candles are stomping on the green ones with no mercy. RSI is plunging and stochastic is practically breaking through the floor. There are no signs of reversal. Make sense? Yeah, it does. I'm going down. Yep, I knew it. Let's move forward. Let's get back to the topic of the video. Now that you've made up your mind, it's time to take action. It all seems clear. You've set a goal, but do you know what's interesting? Most people, about 80%, never actually take that first step. Why? A million reasons. Fear, what if I mess up, or just not knowing what to do next. Here's a simple motivation test for you. Think about your job. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning knowing you have to go to work? If it already feels unbearable, that's the strongest sign it's time for a change. Right now, you're dependent on everything around you. people, schedules, bosses, coworkers, transportation, even the weather. It's time to cut those ties and move forward. Picture this. It starts raining. Your mood drops instantly, and then your way to work messes up and you're late. When you get there, your boss yells at you, your coworkers complain they had to cover for you. This is not some fantasy. I've lived through it all, so I know exactly what it feels like to be trapped in that cycle. But now I can take a deep breath and feel the freedom. What a feeling! Don't like the rain or cold? Buy a plane ticket and fly to Bali. No more being tied down by the weather, schedules, or bosses. I don't worry about wars or who's winning elections, and this is not like buying company stocks only to find out later that the company went bankrupt. Here I make my own decisions, right here, right now. I live in the moment, free of anxiety about the future or burdens from the past. That's freedom. All right, back to despair. Let's check the chart. Textbook setup here. The candle's been hovering around the level for a while, like it's getting ready to jump. And then bam, an impulse, a breakout, followed by a slight pullback. Perfect. I'm entering right on this pullback and expecting the growth to continue. Let's see how it goes. Excellent. Okay, now this one's interesting. The correction seems to be over and the candle's like, all right, let's get back on trend. The indicators confirm it, everything's aligned, no signs of reversal. All right, I'm jumping in and riding this wave upward. You know that feeling when you're done with your work but can't leave because you have to sit there until the end of the day? Now imagine this. I work for a couple of hours and the rest of the day is mine. Pretty sweet, right? Want the same? My 48,000 subscribers are already following my steps in real time and loving it. Picture this. You're watching my video right now. Good job, by the way. Seeing the session results, but you could be copying these moves and getting the same results. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment and message me to enjoy your extra 50% on your deposit to start strong. This one's looking strong. The chart's showing a sharp upward move with no pullbacks. It's like a freight train, unstoppable. The indicators have all flipped, signaling a trend reversal to an upward direction. Makes sense. I'm going in for growth. We are diving into the main point of the video now. Start with realistic goals. Don't expect to be cruising around in a red sports car tomorrow. No, the first step is replacing the income from your current job. My journey from a job I hated to living my dream life in trading took me 7 years. But you don't have to wait that long. The key is having the right mindset, a solid foundation, and making that decisive first step. Forget fairy tale dreams and focus on your actual needs. I just want to do what I love. If that's what you are thinking, here's what you need to understand. Everyone has a passion, but not everything you love will pay off immediately. Don't give up on your dreams, but start with something that delivers results. Over time, you'll be able to focus on what truly inspires you. Look for something that works for everyone. If it works for the most people, it will work for you too. There's no such thing as all the spots are taken or the train is full. There's plenty of space for everyone under the sun. Let me tell you about my audience. My method works for absolutely anyone, and I truly mean it. Check out the reviews. Young people, older folks, everyone in between. This proves that success doesn't depend on your age, profession, or experience. What matters is taking that first step. All you need are 3 things: a smartphone or laptop, an internet connection, and access to my channel. If you've got this golden trio and you've made it this far into the video, you're ready to start. Excuses like "I can" or "it won't work for me" won't fly anymore. Sure, you can take the long road to success and spend 6-8 years like I did, or you can use my experience and get there faster. The choice is yours. Now, as promised, real-life stories from my subscribers that you can follow step by step.
Very happy that I've been recently trading this past few days with Simon. Been profitable. It's been nice, and his strategies has helped me build. So now I'm making more than just hard working every day.
Hey family, I just wanted to say I'm excited about trading under Simon. At first I was skeptical because of the other people that I've messed with were not honest with me. And I got to say, Simon is the real deal. Truthful and consistent. And I'm going to continue trading with him. Great guy.
Click the link in the description or the pinned comment. Read, choose, and copy. My subscribers have already multiplied their numbers by 500 times. Still think this is not for you? Take a look at how different everyone is. Yet they've all made it work. Starting is always scary, but it's even harder to start again after failure. Some people came to me with zero trust because they'd lost savings on expert courses and false promises before. They started small, 50, 100, 500, and eventually made several times that amount. That takes courage. They didn't give up after setbacks, but found the strength to try again. That's a true fight against fear and self-doubt. I'm confident you'll find the strength too, and you won't regret it. Does anyone still think that working a job is the only way to live well? Check out the real stories of people making $716 a day without college degrees or prior experience. You'll see that things here work differently. I've left the link in the description and in the pinned comment. See you in the channel.